Alright, so we're back at it for another day. It's a little after lunchtime now, and we're getting to the combine. And yeah, I'm gonna say it's been a day this morning. Started off by plugging up a bin auger, which, I mean, that's not that bad. We're working on getting one of our other trucks out, the 97, the one that we rebuilt this last winter. And we changed the injection pump on it, had that rebuilt, had the injectors gone through, cleaned out. Because the injection pump actually had we don't know exactly what happened, but it had a bunch of metal shavings in it and wore some stuff out. So ended up putting a new something in it, like a new fuel pump. I don't know, but that tractor's got an oil leak like no other, and we're gonna get that figured out. So anyways, we got that all fixed and ready to go, and yeah, I went to start it up after we adjusted the valves in it because it had a little tick, and we're thinking, Jeremy's like, well, I'm not quite sure, I might have had this screwed up in it. Maybe I had the exhaust and intake backwards. So we went through and adjusted them, put it all back together, got all the tools off of it, and I hit the starter, and whew, she made some bad noises. Turns out I left the ratchet that we were using to bar the engine over on the end of the pump gear, and yeah, ended up sending that into the radiator. So actually we broke the fan because it hit the radiator, and that put a pinhole in the radiator, which we thought we could fix. And then we called the guy to have it fixed, and he's like, all right, I'll be out there in 20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes we ended up sending a chunk of the fan into the radiator, because when the ratchet came around and hit it, it broke all the fins on it, and we didn't really look at it that close. We're like, it just scratched the end and that was it. Well, no, that was not the end of it. So we, yeah, that was my mistake this morning. So, yep, now we're pulling the radiator out of the truck that we thought we had ready to go, because we want to put that on that trailer there, so that truck can go on, I don't know where that trailer's at. Well, there's another dump trailer we got around that we'd really like to put it on. Maybe it is that trailer sitting right there. On that dump trailer right there between the tanker and the other hopper bottom. We want to do that because the dump trailers are easier to dump at the pit or at the grain bins, we've determined. And that hopper bottom there isn't capable of doing that because it sits lower to the ground and just a bunch of issues. We'd like to get it doing that so that way I can load 2 trucks, and when we unload, we can unload it into that truck and it can go right back to town, get that taken care of. So yeah, that whole ordeal, if any of that made sense, I don't know. But I gotta get fuel out of this. Actually, I should go check my combine, make sure I need fuel, but I need to grab the grease gun out of that to get this thing greased, because I got a greasing knife on it. But hopefully it goes better than the rest of the day has, because if that's the case, I'm just gonna go home. But yep, I think they got the grain drill just about ready to go though, so that's a plus. That's in here. That's our new grain drill. I don't think I've showed you guys that yet, because I don't know, I haven't made it over here to actually help them with it. They've been working on that while I've been combining and doing other stuff. So yeah, let's get my coffee in here so I don't drop that. And that'll really make my day unhappy if I drop my coffee. But yeah, that's our grain drill. It's got a no-till coulter card on the front. There's actually a 3-point grain drill, which that hooks onto the back of that. And yeah, it's 20 foot. Seems like a pretty good unit from what we can tell, so that's a plus. But we got to get a tractor on that so we can start no-tilling some cover crop in, is what we're hoping to do. Alright, so the beans that we're running are actually really good. Really dusty too, so right now it's not too bad, but earlier we couldn't even see to the spout, so you know, it's probably halfway because all these fields got disked twice instead of we have soil finish that we pull across them usually, and they make it nice and flat. Well, the disc was a little bit of more of a ridge, so we're getting a little bit more dirt in the head. So yeah, that's probably what's really doing it. But Yeah, these beans are running really good. They're 11.5% moisture, which is a little dry. So I can right around that 13, 14, so we don't have as much shrink, and you know, you get more bushels then. But yeah, they're nice and dried down. They're running really good for the most part, you know. And yeah, we broke a knife section, or we lost a knife, I guess I should say. One of the blades broke off and sheared the bolts right off. So all I gotta do to fix that now is I gotta go to the farm and get a hammer and punch, so I can drive those out, and I can keep that stuff in the combine as well. But I don't have anything to fix it, so I gotta run up and get them. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and yeah, keep on Monday. And I did almost try loading the truck with the tarp on, so it's definitely Monday. I thought last Monday was bad. Dang. Whew. I don't know. I told myself before I got out, oh, you know, untarp the truck, so you know you don't do that. Well, got in my rhythm, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, I should probably untarp that before I dump the beans on it. So yeah, man, I don't know about today. Alright, so the knife section is all fixed. You can see, I don't know if you can or not, but there's a nice shiny one down there, shinier than the rest. So that's taken care of. The bin's empty. We're full of fuel because while we were fixing the knife, we filled up out of the truck, and now that truck's overheating, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll tell you what, it's been a day. So whew. I don't know what to do. I just need I think I need to go to bed and restart. It's kind of what it just feels like, you know. You ever had that day? One of those days? I mean, everything's been going great for us so far, but man, it's just a rough day. So anyways, it's enough of my sob story of how my day's going, but yeah, so we're gonna hopefully knock out a few acres here today. We got, I don't know, 35-ish or 40 acres right here in this section, so hopefully we can get that all knocked out tonight. Maybe get it all on this truck. I don't know, hopefully not on the truck. Hopefully we can get like 4 or 5 loads off of this. So I don't know, we'll see if that happens or not, but I doubt it. But maybe a load and a half would be awesome. So anyways, yeah, let's get at it. Alright, another beautiful night out here in the combine. See the sunset through my dirty windows. But yeah, it's a nice night out. Everything's running good so far. Better knock on some wood. There's nothing. Well, no, I'm screwed. But anyways, it's going. We're getting a little chunk of it knocked out. We got from here to the ditch line. The neighbor's over there running. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the sun or not, but he's out in the field. He's getting headway down on his beans, which is good. It's good to see that everybody's out moving. I did win the race today. I was the first one out, so better look next time to everybody. But yeah, so we just got to keep ticking away at it. We don't have that much field left. I mean, we got from here to the corn, so I don't know, 20-ish acres, I'd say. We got some wet spots out here. There was a wet spot. There's standing water right there, so this field's a little wet. We're not leaving ruts, but we're definitely leaving tracks in the field, if that makes sense. You can see where my tires were. They were a little bit of a dimple there, so. But you can definitely tell it's soft. I'd like to get out here and chisel all this field as soon as possible. So I don't know, I think Grandpa might bring that down tonight. I don't know what his plan is. If he does, that'd be great, so I can keep moving on that tomorrow. Get some headway on some fall tillage. Why we're chisel plowing this is because we had the field, or the soil finisher break down this year on us. We had 3 bent sweeps. We didn't want to run that. Hindsight, we probably should have. It would have done a better job than our disc did, but they were like 2 weeks out for new sweep arms, so we bought a couple extras in case that happens again, but we had to wait until we got those, and by the time we got those, it was already past, we had all of our planting done. So fields are a little rougher than I'd like, and the worst part is most of those fields are soybean fields, and it just is what it is. I don't know how else to put it. So we're gonna work those fields over again. We're gonna try doing a bunch of Grandpa's big on the no-till thing, and I am starting to get there. I'm starting to see a benefit of it, but it's, I don't know, I like working my fields, so I try to do as much of that as I can, but at the same time, it's not really the most cost effective. But on the heavier ground, it's nice because we can get out on it a little earlier. It just seems to be, we make the fields level. We always seem to have ruts out in the fields from harvest, so if it keeps staying like this, we might actually be able to do a pretty good job on not rutting the fields up. That'll be the first time in a long time, so keep your fingers crossed that it doesn't rain, but also just rains my duck bolts. I would very much like to shoot some ducks out of that this year, but put it in pit blind and there's no water in the hole anymore. What do you do about that? But I don't know, here's some, our weed control out here isn't the best either, so that's always great. Just a rolling. Oh, check out that sunset. Yep, camera doesn't do it justice, but whatever. It's got some nice color to her. One of these days I'll take you out to the lake so you can really see it. Alright, so I figured I'd get out real quick and clean off my knife a little bit. Got lots of little chunks of dirt on it, and I just want to make sure I don't have any rocks sitting up here and everything else, just to be safe before I run one through the combine. I mean, they're pretty good sized chunks, so if there happens to be a rock, like that wasn't a rock, but you can see, I mean, we're getting a build up, and yeah, I figured we'd just take care of that before, because if that was a rock, that'd be a bad day. Ouch, that had something sharp in it. Yeah, I figured I'd take all this off, get it cleaned up. It'll feel a little better. But yep, just making sure. Might as well find the restroom. I mean, there's quite a few chunks down here. I mean, you can see the beans are really short, so any extra help I can get getting it to feed will be a good thing. So. Curious on how dusty and dirty these beans are. Yep, there's a lot of dust in the air. It's all coming from the beans. I'd really like to go check the moisture, but I'm not going out in that. don't know if you guys can actually see me. Oh no, I broke my light. Oh man, that's not cool. Yeah, fixed it. It's supposed to rotate, you know. What can you do? These beans are actually really clean, except for that green stuff right there, right on the edge. For the most part, cleaned up really good, so yeah. Alright, so this is probably going to be it for the night. Putting on the last bit to top the truck off. I don't know if I'll quite get there, but I finished up this field here, and there was across the drain on the one side that I did on Saturday. I ran a bin off of. So, getting the bin empty, and get it on the truck. I think we're going to take the combine up to a farm, and we got a couple belts to put on it that we have laying around, an air filter, and a few small things that I want to get buttoned up. See if I can get this head to do a little bit better of a job with the bouncing. See if I can take care of that. Just some small things that tomorrow morning we'll take care of, and that's what I think what we'll start on. I don't know, I might go chisel plow in the morning, who knows. We got a field up there that we're chisel plowing. I'd like to get that down here. So, yeah, that's what we're working on. But, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.